make this lino cut with me, or this print with me. So I started off by researching images and I got this one and printed it out. Then I drew on the back of it with pencil. So now I have my lino and I have this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it down onto the lino with the pencil. I used a very dark pencil for this, by the way. Pencil down, and then I trace the image with another sharp object. So I'm going to probably use this on the other side, and then it kind of transfers onto here, and then I can start cutting. Actually ended up using a fine liner to trace it. I recommend doing that because then you can keep track of what you're actually covering. Then I just refined it a little bit with pencil directly onto it. It looks a lot better now. I mean, this guy right here, I don't know what's happening, but it's fine. Now I just blue tacked that to the table so that I don't cut my hands off by accident. When you're cutting lino, it's always important to have something to stick it down so that it doesn't slide around and you accidentally cut yourself. I did not take this step. Like, I used blue tack, but it didn't end up working, and I like to move my stuff around to get the angles right anyway, but don't do what I did. Also, another thing to remember is always cut away from your body, because if you're cutting towards yourself, you could accidentally stab yourself. Okay, so now we have this. This is the final product. I made sure that there's like nowhere missing, but I'm probably gonna have to go back in. But that's the thing about print, is you have to print it and then see and then work from your mistakes, which I kind of like. But this is a setup. I have like a puppy pad down, but just put paper or whatever down if you're doing it. And then I have two of these. One is for dry, one is for rolling the ink on. And then basically I have a laminated piece of paper here, and it's all taped down so that nothing moves. And I'm gonna basically put the ink onto the laminated thing, roll it out really well, and then roll it onto the thing, put your paper down, and then with the dry one, roll over the paper so that it prints onto it. Here is the first print I made. I really like it, but I definitely think there are some things I want to add. Like, I want to definitely make the pike here more uniformly, just fix the pikes more than anything. And then I missed a bit of the hand here. I didn't roll it properly, but other than that, pretty good. So I'll give a little tutorial on how to do the next one. Okay, so sorry about the flash, but the lighting in here is really bad. Basically, I cleaned it off, and it's water-based ink, so it's easy to clean off. You just rinse it with water. It's not the most important thing that you clean it off, but when there's little details, it's good to do that, because otherwise the ink can dry up and then you lose a bit of detail, because they're a little too wobbly for me. And then also up here, there's a lot of leftover kind of stuff that just kind of makes it very not good. So I'm gonna clean off all of the edge here where there's detail that doesn't need to be there, and maybe at the bottom as well. And then yeah, okay, it untaped, which is not good, but whatever. But it's already done, so we're just gonna roll it over and make sure every single bit is covered. It's important to roll from every angle and make sure that the ink is evenly dispersed onto the roller. Otherwise you might get blobs and it will fill in gaps that you don't want it to fill in, and it'll just transfer the wrong way. Very nice and evenly coated. And then we're gonna grab some paper, try and get it onto the center of the page, and then I'm just gonna press it down to secure it. And then with our dry roller, we're gonna just roll over it. You don't have to use a roller for this, but it does help with pressure. It's really well pressed down. Okay, then we're gonna grab it by the corner and peel it off like so. And ta-da, there is our print. This is much better than the last one. Oh my god. Here's another print after kind of tweaking it a little bit, and this is my favourite one, but I could definitely do with doing a few more. Here are all of the prints I made. Which one is the best? 1, 2, 3 or 4? Thank you.